Hello children, I am Nisha here from Mangla Vidya Mandira. Hope you all are doing good children. So today in this video we are going to start with a new poem. Okay, so what is the name of the poem? Shall we have a look children? The name of the poem is The Lazy Frog. Okay, it is unit 5 from Marigold textbook, The Lazy Frog. Let's have a look children. So before starting the poem, I just wanted to ask you something like during lockdown, do you feel lazy at home, like getting up late in the morning, feeling lazy to study? Do you behave like that? But in this poem we are going to learn about a frog who is very lazy. Okay, so shall we have a look children? So open page number 78 in your textbook. On a school day, you are busy studying, playing and chatting with friends. When you have a holiday from school, what do? Would you like to behave or little like the frog in the following poem? Like the poet is telling, the poet is anonymous. Anonymous means there is no name for that poet. It's an unknown poet. So the poet is telling like, how do you feel at when the school is getting closed? Like, do you feel lazy or do you like to work or do you just like to sleep? Okay, so in this poem, this poem is based on a character who is a very lazy, and it's a animal, frog. It's a water animal. Fred is very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. Okay, the first stanza is Fred is very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a frog. So the name of the frog is Fred, who is very lazy frog. Lazy means who does not want to do anything, always feeling tired and getting bored, who lies on lazily upon a log. Okay, so what the frog is doing? The frog is lazily lying upon a log. Log means it's a trunk of a tree that has been cut. He always manages to shirk. Shirk means not to do anything, doing a single stroke of work. So somehow he manages to escape from the work without doing anything. His poor old mother calls in vain. Vain means uselessly. Come in and help. He does not bother. Okay, so now he has a mother who is calling and asking Fred to come and help. But Fred does not like to listen to her words and he never helps her mother. To move 2 inches must preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. Now he do not even like to move even 2 inches of his body. In fact, he prefers to be deaf. He pretends like he is sleeping conveniently. He does not want to move his body. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. Means he does not like to even get up from the place where he is sleeping. He is conveniently sleeping on the log. If a lady frog hops fast, you had to think he would get up at last. Now the poet is asking like that, if a lady frog is passing by there, do you think he will get up and wish her? But no. Okay, to bow and help her on her way. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. Now here the poet is telling like whenever a lady frog moves away, goes from there, passes from there, he doesn't get up. He don't like to wish her. Okay, and the poet is telling I means he is talking about himself. Even the lady frog comes by, he does not bother to get up and wish her. He does not even open his one eye and look at that person. Okay, look at the frog who is moving. He just want to lie down asleep. So children, have you understood? Like, hope you have liked this poem. It's exclusively about a lazy frog who doesn't like to do anything. So children, you don't have to become like that. You need to help your mother. You need to help your parents. Whenever they are assigning you some work, you need to help them out. So children, there are few rhyming words. Just have a look on that. Log, frog, dog. Rhyming words, as you are aware, which have the same ending sound. Chic, work, burp, vain, may, preferring, hearing, clearing, heap, keep, lip, past, last, cast. Okay, so these are the rhyming words. So children, let's move to the new words. So there are few new words given like with the meaning. Lol. Lol means to be to lie around lazily. Next one is log. Log means what, children? Trunk of a tree that has been cut. Next one is what? Shirk, to do something you should do. Then is in vain. Vain means uselessly. Then prefer. Prefer means like something better. Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing is deaf. He doesn't want to hear anything. Bow, to bend your head to show respect. So these are the new words with the meaning. Now moving to the exercise part, children, we'll start with the question answer. There are hardly question answer. Few question answer are only there. Questions are only there. What did the frog do all day? He slept conveniently all day on a log. Besides lazy, what other words can you think of to describe the frog? So besides lazy, like how he behaved with his mother when a lady frog walked away. Like how he behaved with his mother when a lady frog walked away. Means he is very lazy. He doesn't like to move his body from here to there. Complete the sentence with reference to the pronoun. When the frog's mother called, he pretended to be like hard of hearing. Second, when a lady frog hops by, he does not even open his eyes. Did you like the frog's behavior? No, absolutely not, because he is very lazy. Next page, page number 81. Refer to the poem and understand. The frog loved, okay, the frog loved to laze and lie around all day. So what does the frog love? He only loved to sleep, okay, he only loved to sleep for the entire day. He did not like to do any work at all. Whenever his mother, even though his mother has called, he doesn't want to get up from the place where he is sleeping. Now make true sentence about yourself. Write about the people you like, a game you play, a hobby, a habit you have. You may use the following clues. Now these words, these sentences is there which you have to complete it. Like I love, you have to complete like what you like. You love to help your mother, you like to help your parents. This way you have to do it by yourself. You have to complete the sentence with your own opinion. Okay. Now moving to the next main, say aloud. There are few words given, children, so we have to say aloud. Like matching words, you have to find it from the poem, as we have already discussed in the PPT. Next page, opposite words. Okay, now children, we have to learn few opposite words which is given here. Like what is the opposite of lazy? Okay, what is the opposite of lazy, children? Lazy opposite is active. Then second one is day. Day means opposite of day is night. Then single or plural. Old, new, lie, truth, asleep, awake, last, first, lady, gentleman. Okay, so these are few opposite words which you have to write it in the notebook, children. Moving to the next lesson. Now in this video we will be learning one poem as well as one lesson. So the name of the lesson is Rip Van Winkle. What is the name of the lesson, children? Rip Van Winkle. Actually this lesson is adapted from the legend of Rip Van Winkle by Washington Irving, who is the writer of this lesson. Okay, so what all things are there in the lesson? Now first we learn about the writer. Who is the writer in this, children? Just have a look. The writer is the name of the writer is Washington Irving. Washington Irving was an American short story writer, essayist, biographer, historian and diplomat of the early 19th century. So can you see the picture of Washington Irving? Like he was an American short story writer. He was born in America, and he is best known for his short stories like Rip Van Winkle, and even he has written many stories. In that, one more story has been mentioned here, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, both of which appear in his collection, The Sketchbook of Geoffrey Crayon Grant. Okay, this is the short introduction about the writer who has written this lesson, Rip Van Winkle. Now, what are the objectives in this lesson? The objectives like value of time, like discouraging laziness, encouraging hard work, social behavior, to develop imagination and creativity, to increase vocabulary, to develop the skills of reading, writing and listening. So these are the objectives which is there in this lesson. So children, let's move to the lesson. Let's start with the lesson. This story is about Rip Van Winkle, a good-natured but a lazy man who goes away into the hills and falls asleep. When he awakens 20 years later, Rip finds that quite a few things have changed. Okay, so children, like in our life, we come across many people who are kind and generous. In this lesson, also, you are going to learn about a man who is very kind and generous. So, and his name is Rip Van Winkle. It means Rip Van Winkle slept for 20 years after drinking the yes, correct. So here in this gist, it has been mentioned like it is a story about a man whose name is Rip Van Winkle, who slept for 20 years, okay, after having a liquid. So shall we start with the lesson, children? Many years ago, at the foothills of the Catskill mountains was a little village. Okay, so long ago, at the foothills means lower part of the mountain, there was a village. Okay, whose name it was under the Catskill mountain. In the village lived a simple, good-natured fellow named Rip Van Winkle. There, a person has lived, a man has lived whose name is Rip Van Winkle. He was a kind neighbor, ready to help anyone. Everyone in the village liked him. The children of the village shouted with joy whenever they saw him because he played with them. He taught them to fly kites and shoot marbles and told them long stories. So in the village, like since his nature is very generous, he is very kind person, everyone liked him a lot. And especially the children, they keep on calling him Rip Van, Rip Van, Rip Van, because he played with them and he has taught them how to fly the kites as well as how to play the marbles. As well, at the same time, he has told them long stories also. The only problem with Rip was that he was very lazy. Okay, he did not work on his own farm and just idled away his time. There is a problem with him. Like, what is the problem? Like, he is very good in nature, but is very lazy person. He has not gone to his own farm and he just like to waste his time. Idle means waste his time. His fences were falling to pieces. Now there is his house, there is a fencing which is falling into pieces. His cow was going astray. Astray means roaming here and there. His cows are also going here and there because he doesn't take care of the cows. Weeds grow on his farm. Weeds means unwanted plants are also growing in his farm. Rip's constant companion was his dog named Wolf. To avoid work, he would walk away into the forest with his dog. Now he is having a company. Okay, that company is his dog, his favorite dog, whose name is Wolf. So just to escape from the work, what he will do, he will just keep on roaming into the forest with his dog. One day, Rip just walked on and reached the highest part of the mountain. It was late in the afternoon when he reached there. So one day what happened, he was just moving and he reached on the top of the mountain. So what happened, it was late in the afternoon when he reached. It already became afternoon when he reached there. He was tired after his long climb. He lay down and began daydreaming. So he was very tired because he was just climbing the mountain. He started daydreaming. Daydreaming means dreaming with your open eyes. It was soon evening and he realized that it would be night by the time he reached his village. So it became little late when he was daydreaming, and after that what happened, when he saw the time, it was very late. He thought if he comes back to the village, it will be night. Suddenly, he heard a voice calling out, Rip Van Winkle, Rip Van Winkle. He looked around and saw a short old man with a thick hair and a grizzled beard walking towards him with a barrel. Grizzled means grey hair, okay, grey beard, and barrel means a wooden container. So when he was just lying down, he heard some voice of an old man, okay, short old man, whose appearance has been mentioned here, like he's having a thick hair with a grey beard, and he was continuously calling Rip Van Winkle. He made signs to help him carry the barrel. Rip hurried to help the stranger, who caught his hand tightly. Okay, he was just asking the help from Rip Van Winkle because the barrel is very heavy. Together they reached a place where there were some more odd looking men playing pine pins. Okay, so when they both, he carried the barrel along with that old man. When he went to his place, he saw many people exactly looking like the old man, and they were playing nine pins. Means it's a game where nine this one what we call bottles are there, which you have to hit with a ball. They were all dressed the same way, and all of them had beards of various shapes and colors. All were looking similar. Okay, even though they were playing a game, their faces were very serious. Okay, and there was a silence. There was a silence. Even though they were playing the game, but their face, the entire crowd's face, were looking very serious, and they were very silent. The only sound was the noise of the ball, which echoed in the mountains like thunder. So you can only hear the sound of a ball because they are playing the game nine pins. As Rip and his companion reached there, they stopped playing and started at Rip with a fixed gaze. Rip was really frightened. So when they reached there, Rip with the old short person reached there, they all were playing, they stopped playing, and they all were looking at him. So Rip suddenly got frightened. His companion emptied the contents of barrel into glasses and made Rip drink it. So one of the companion, what he did, he emptied the barrel where liquid was there, and they put the liquid into the glasses and made Rip drink the same. Rip obeyed as he was trembling with fear. Rip obeyed and he drank the liquid. Since he was thirsty, he drank a few more glasses and slowly fell into deep sleep. Since he was feeling very sleepy because he has climbed the mountain, so he has drank few more glasses and he fell into a sleep. On waking up, he found that he was at the place where he had first met the old man. He rubbed his eyes. It was a bright sunny morning. Surely I have not slept here all night, thought Rip. So when he woke up, he himself found in the same place where he was there earlier. And it was a bright sunny morning, and he thought, like, hope I am not late. Maybe I have slept for the entire night. He looked around for a wolf, but he was nowhere. Rip whistled for him. Wolf, wolf, he then shouted. No dog was to be seen. Where has this dog gone? He muttered to himself. He began to descend the mountain to go back to his village. Now when he looked around for a dog, he cried wolf, wolf, but no one was answering. There were no dog in his place. Even nothing, nobody was there. Then he thought, okay, he muttered by himself, where this dog has went. He started speaking in a low voice, like where the dog has went. Then he began to descend, means coming down from the mountain, so that he can go back to the village. As he neared the village, he met a number of people, but he didn't know any of them. The villagers also stared at him, equally surprised. Who is this man? Said one. Like when he returned to the village, all were looking at him with a surprise, with an astonished face, like who is this person coming? And they have never seen him before. I have never seen him before, said another. Look at his long white beard and his wrinkled face. They will say, see, just look at his face. He's having a wrinkled face as well as he's having a long white beard. On hearing this, Rip stroked his chin, and to his astonishment, he found his beard had grown a foot long and it was all white. So for his surprise, he just touched the beard. So he found that his beard has grown so long, and even his face has become wrinkled and it has become white. An old woman walked up to him and looked at his face for a moment. Then she exclaimed, "It is Rip Van Winkle. Welcome home again, old neighbor. Where have you been these 20 long years?" So an old woman who recognized him, and she told, like Rip Van Winkle, she just recognized him and she just called his name and she said, "Welcome back to home." And she asked, like, where were you? Like, it's almost long 20 years back you went, and where were you these days? Okay, for 20 years, where were you? Children, it means Rip Van Winkle slept for 20 years after drinking the liquid from the barrel, and he woke up after 20 years. So this is a beautiful story, interesting story of a Rip Van Winkle, okay, who is little lazy but is very kind and generous. So moving to the exercise part, children, like there are few words given here, okay, few words are given. So we'll have a look. Circle the correct meaning of the given words. You may need to use the dictionary. So children, through the help of dictionary, what you have to do, you have to circle the words which is having the same meaning. Okay, so this you have to do it by yourself. Next one, match the word in the box with the meaning. You may take the help of a dictionary. Again, you have to take the help of a dictionary, but here I am going to help you out. The word is, the sentence is near the lower part of mountain. Okay, what is that? Foothills. With grey hair means grizzled. To rub gently means stroked. To be very surprised, astonished, known to you, familiar. So these are the phrases given here. Sentences given here, you have to find the phrases. We have already discussed this part. Let's read. Now it is true or false, whether the following statements are true or false. Rip was kind to children. Correct. True. Rip was hard-working man. False. He was a lazy man. He was not at all hard-working. Next one. The short old man on the mountain was his constant companion. False. Who was the companion? Dog. Rip helped the old man on the mountain because he wanted to have a drink from the barrel. False. Rip was away for 20 years because he was asleep on the mountain. Correct. True. The drink from the barrel made him fall asleep for 20 years. True. That's true. Nobody recognized Rip when he came back because he had reached the wrong village. False. No, he has came to the right village, but after 20 years. Complete the following sentence. Rip's village was situated at the foothills of Catskill Mountain. The children of the village loved Rip because he played with them, told them stories, and taught them to run, to shoot marbles, as well as how to fly the kites. Next one. Dash was his constant companion. Who was the constant companion, children? Wolf, the dog, was his constant companion. The villagers stared at him because they did not seem to know him. The old woman who recognized Rip was his neighbor. What were the strange thing about the men on the mountains? Okay, number 4. What was the strange things about the men on the mountains? Like, they all looked same. They have dressed the same. Even they are having different, like they were, their beards were having various shapes and colors. Their faces were very serious. They were quite silent, and they did not like to speak. What kind of man was Rip? What kind of man was Rip Van Winkle? He was very kind, okay, but he was very lazy person. He loved the children. He is a good-natured man, but he is very lazy person. Pick out the names of the games mentioned in the story. Like, there are flying kites, there are 9 pins, shooting marbles, and mountain climbing. These are the words. These are the games which is mentioned in the lesson. Sometimes we join 2 words, okay, 2 words to make a describing word. For example, Rip was a good-natured man. Everybody liked him. So now, good nature, it's an adjective, but there are 2 words, okay. In the same way, there are few describing words which is given in the yellow box, which is having 2 words. We have to fill those words in the fill in the blanks given below. Mrs. Das has a, what is Mrs. Das has? A part-time job in clothes, okay, part-time job in clothes shop. Yesterday an odd looking woman walked into the shop. She was wearing high-heeled shoes. A sweet looking dog was with her. I want a long sleeve shirt for my dog, please, she said. For your dog? Asked Mrs. Das, opened mouth in surprise. Yes, replied the woman, I want him to be well dressed for my next party. Okay. Now there are few silent words given, children, like knife, knee, not, no. So have you observed one thing? In all the words, 4 words are given, but K is a silent word in the given words. Next one, neighbor, daughter, fight, straight. Okay. So here GH, we are not pronouncing G. That GH letter is silent. Honest, honor are here. Okay. Again here H is a silent letter. Try and make more silent words. Like, there are few words given like gnat. You cannot call this word gnat. It's because G is silent here. Tongue, okay. U is silent here. Again chalk, L is silent here. Whistle, T is silent here. So children, you have to find few more words from your end and write it in the textbook. Read the two paragraphs given below. Okay, you have to just read it out. Like, my mother is always awake. Okay, awake means get up. Before anyone else in the family, I usually wake up after 6 o'clock. Means I usually get up after 6 o'clock. I loll around lazily for few minutes. Loll means again she will again it will be means again the boy will be sleeping for few minutes. Then I get up and get dressed for school. After that what happened? He will wake up and dress to the school. At bedtime I read a story. When I feel, I lie down. Okay, I lie down means I sleep for some time. Then I go to sleep very quickly, very fast. I fall asleep in no time at all. Now find the opposites of the following words from the given paragraph. Here awake means opposite of awake is what, children? Sleep. Okay, wake up means get up. Opposite of wake up is get up. Get up opposite is wake up. Lazily means what? Active. Okay, fill in the blanks using the words in the previous question. Okay, so here you have to just use those words which is given in the previous page and you have to fill in the blanks. Like wake up and get up quickly, you will be late for school. Shh, the baby is asleep, don't make a sound, or she will wake up. Are you still sleeping? Awake, you should be sleeping. You should be sleeping again and now, or you will not be able to get up in the morning for school. So these are this again you have to do it in the textbook only, children. Let's talk this this entire exercise we can omit, children. Now creative writing. Okay, creative writing means write about yourself using the following expression like do you play in the park, go to bed, fuss over food, study hard. Okay, there are few examples given here, few words are given here. You need to just use those words and make a sentence. Like first one, they have given the example, I always do my homework neatly. So you have to just find it yourself using these words like I always like to, I frequently go out and play, I usually don't go out and play. Like these kind of sentences you have to make and do it by yourself, children. Use the following clues to complete the following sentences. Again this you have to do it by yourself. Few words are given, you have to fill it in the sentence. You have to make sentences and fill it in the given place. So children, hope you have understood the poem as well as lesson Rip Van Winkle. Moving to the grammar part. Children, we have already learned in the last video present perfect tense. So today we are going to learn past perfect tense. So what is past perfect tense? Like the past perfect tense is for talking about something that happened before something else. Means it is exclusively past, which has already happened, children. Okay, it is not like present perfect tense is something happened in the past but still continuing. Past perfect tense is what, like it already happened. Okay, it is the past perfect tense is all talking about something which has already happened in the past. The formula for the past perfect tense is had plus past particle. So everywhere you have to use had. It doesn't matter if the subject is singular or plural, it doesn't matter, but you have to use had. If I had woken up earlier this morning, I would have caught Tootle's red hand. The past particle is used in the part of the sentence to explain the condition. Now here there are few examples given, like to ask, had asked. Have you seen? Only we have used had in the past perfect tense. To work, had worked. To call, had called. To use, had used. The negative, like how to make the sentence negative. When it is negative, you have to use not. Had not asked, had not worked, had not called, had not used. Few more examples I have given, children. You just have to go through it. But you observe one thing, children. Past perfect tense, only one word I have used hard with past particle. Okay. Hope you understood, children. The worksheet will be provided to you in the PDF form. So just do it and post it in the group, that grammar worksheet. So till then, take care of yourself, children. Thank you.